Welcome! In front of me is a Motorola Moto G85, and today I'll go over unboxing along with a quick look at the device itself. So let's just pop it straight open. It's the single seal holding it. So here we have the device with a case already pre-applied. The phone itself is relatively thin, as you can see. Now here we also have a cable, type A to type C, and just paperwork. So very little inside of the package. Putting up the device, there we go, we can see the display. So the display right here is a 6.67 inch display with a resolution of 1080 by 2400. It's a POLED display, 1 billion colors, 120 Hz refresh rate, and a peak brightness of 1600 nits. It also boasts over 90% screen to body ratio with a pixel density of a little below 400. And the glass here from the front is a Cornell Gorilla Glass 5. Now flipping it over to the back, we have what looks to be a dual camera setup. So let's see if that is anything worth bragging about. So the main sensor is a 50 megapixel f1.8 aperture widest sensor with optical image stabilization and PDAF, and then 8 megapixel f2.2 aperture 118 degree ultra wide lens, and with the cameras here at the back you can record videos at 1080p 30 and also 60 frames. And then at the front we have a 32 megapixel f2.4 aperture wide sensor that lets you record at 1080p 30 frames. So it's this hole punch camera right here. Now moving on into the internals, let's start off with the battery. So the device, even though it's relatively thin and light, it has a 5000 mAh battery, so that's pretty good. It supports 33 watts charging with a cable, though obviously there is no charger included in the box, so you will have to spend extra money on that. Now, in terms of the processor, we have a Snapdragon 6S Gen 3 in here, and the device comes with 128 GB of storage and 8 GB of RAM, and that is the base entry of this device. Now you can get 256 with 8 gigs and 256 with 12 gigs of RAM, and all of these options come with UFS 2.2 storage type, so not the fastest one, to be honest. And additionally, we do have expandable storage, so you don't need to fork out more money if you want to have more than 128 gigs of storage. You can just pop in a like half a terabyte up to a terabyte, I think, of SSD storage right here, so that's pretty good. Or SSD, yeah, or SD card, sorry, not SSD. So yeah. Now additionally, the device runs on Android 14. Now this is Motorola, so the Android right here is relatively clean. There is almost no bloatware whatsoever. This is as stock of an Android as you can possibly get on Android devices, so that's pretty good. And lastly, a couple features and build qualities. So we have under display fingerprint sensor, which obviously it's not visible because it's under the display. We have accelerometer, gyroscope, proximity, and compass in here as well. Now, in terms of the build quality, we have, let's see, does it actually specify? We have plastic frame and plastic back or silicone polymer. So silicone polymer would be the eco leather back, which I think this actually might be. It's not plastic necessarily. It's hard to showcase this on the camera. This, I don't know how to qualify this. It's more like a rubber rather than plastic. Let's see what it says on the box. So this is the cobalt blue. I have no clue what that is. So I think this will be what would be classified as plastic back, though it's more like rubberish. I don't think this is eco leather, though I could be wrong. It has texture to it and kind of softness, but it does not have the leather look to it, and it's more like a grid pattern. I don't know how to explain it, and the camera can't really pick it up, I think. Come on, camera. Can you get it? I cannot tell if it's focusing on it or not. So yeah, it's kind of hard to show. But all in all, pretty slick device. Let's see if there is a price for it. That would be a very informative thing to see. So, nope, that's currency that I don't know what it is. Nope. Oh, probably would explain. Okay, so this device comes at about, what is that? About 300 US dollars. I think that would be about the price. It's roughly 1500 PLN on a Polish website called XCOM. So relatively affordable device, though I do want to be very honest, it doesn't really offer all that much in terms of what you get. It is a decent looking device with a good display right here. And if that's all you're looking for, this should obviously get the job done. Also, the processor isn't too bad. It's Snapdragon 6S Gen 3. Now, 6 is on the lower side of the Snapdragons, but it's one of the newer devices, and nowadays the budget processors are powerful enough to get you through most of the tasks anyway. The only thing that this will probably struggle with is just like heavy gaming. Light gaming, it should also get through. You most certainly won't be running Genshin Impact on a 6S Gen 3 processor on like max settings. I think you can get away with just running it at like just medium low settings and probably at 30 frames, but I wouldn't hold my breath on like the 120 frames and all that jazz. Obviously this is a more of a budget processor in here. So yeah, anyway, with that being said, this would conclude my overview of this device. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.